30 years ago, Los Angeles erupted in violence after the acquittals of 4 LAPD officers who beat Rodney King. Fury spilled into the streets, leaving 63 people dead and much of the city charred by thousands of fires.
King's daughter, Lora, was 7 years old when her father was beaten and left with permanent brain damage. And this morning, we're hearing from her about what she remembers in those moments, what's changed and what hasn't. Here's Eyewitness News anchor Mark Brown.
My dad was like my hero, you know, he was my guy. So for me to witness that, it was unexplainable.
The first time Lora King saw her father after that beating in 1991, he was unrecognizable.
He was in a like a rehab type place, and I was like super scared to go by him. His eye socket was like, he didn't look the same at all. The only reason I knew it was him because of his smile. And even that was like crooked.
Rodney King struggled in many ways for the rest of his life.
He would have nightmares. I mean, you could hear him like, you know, yelling in his sleep, like kind of like moaning, like he was literally having a nightmare, and I would try to wake him up, but I would just cry because I'm like, you can't help. Like, there's nothing you can realistically do.
But he was a hands-on dad, Lora says, to all 3 of his daughters.
He was a parent before anything, and we went to public school, and he would sit in the front row of back to school night and take notes.
This February, Lora toured the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C., along with her own young son and daughter, and Bridget Floyd, the sister of George Floyd.
It's sad that you bond with somebody instantly based off of trauma, right? And it's an undescribable sisterhood feeling, and it's something that I don't wish upon anybody. And there's an exhibit where an artist did, and it looks like my dad is missing. It's from the incident. You have to see it in person. So when you go, you see yourself in the reflection, and what it is it's allowing people to see themselves in this same incident. It's pretty powerful.
Lora says she has had and will have those tough conversations with her children about race and police.
It's sad that you have to have a conversation with your kids about being black and how to avoid possibly dying. Like, when you think about that, that's really sad, because majority of people in the world don't have to give that talk to their kids, but we do.
Stacey C. Kuhn, not guilty of the crime.
On day 3 of the unrest in 1992, Rodney King stepped before a crush of cameras to plead for peace.
I just want to say, you know, can we all get along?
Out of his nervousness, he spoke from his heart. Here it is, almost 30 years later, and we're still asking the same question. I would really like to know, can we all just get along? I would really like to know that. And can we all be equal?
Rodney King accidentally drowned in 2012. Today, Lora works to keep her father's legacy alive through the Rodney King Foundation.
June 17th, it will be 10 years that he passed away. And he was genuinely full of love. So even on my hard days, I still feel that he's present. I do.
And that was Mark Brown reporting for us. Join us for an Eyewitness News special, 5 Days That Changed L.A. We'll take you back to the civil unrest 30 years ago and examine the effort to heal these communities that continues to this day. Watch 5 Days That Changed L.A. tonight at 6:30 here on ABC7 or anytime at abc7.com or wherever you stream.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.